The portfolio has done unbelievably well for the year. We put up a return of 19% for the year, which outperformed our benchmark by 4.4%, which we have an assumed rate of return of 7.25 and outperformed by the assumed rate of return by 11.75, which is almost a little over 2.5 times the assumed rate of return. So that means we have money for the coming years, set aside, which is a wonderful thing. We're long-term investors, so I'm not saying the first year is, 1 year number is not important, it is, but we're more long-term investors. So let's talk about the 10-year number as opposed to the 1 year number. The 10-year return for the portfolio was 8.7%, which is outperforming the benchmark 1.9% for that 10-year period, and outperformed our assumed rate of return, what we've promised our members and our employers, outperformed that by 1.3%. So we've promised 7.25 and we've delivered 8.7. So that's been a wonderful, a very good 10-year run for the portfolio, and I hope to happen for the next 10 years also. We were definitely in the top 10%, probably closer to the top 5% for the country. We had just a really good year relative to everybody, right? Not just pensions, individuals to high net worth individuals, everybody. We had just a fantastic year. And it was all about being well diversified across all those asset classes. So that's what it was about. Should increase the funding rate. We're setting at 91.7% right now. So that's how much funding we have towards the liabilities coming at us, which will also, as the funding rate goes up, there'll be downward pressure on the contribution rates for the employers. And then for the employees, it just creates a more secure portfolio for them and a more secure retirement system for them. So the rate itself doesn't affect how much they put in or not put in, as we all know, but it does make it more secure for them going forward. Ending June was, as I said, we did a wonderful number, 19%, but how did we do that is the question I'm hearing you ask. It was really driven by, the absolute number was driven by equities. Equities put up 24.5 for the year, so obviously that was a huge part of it. Our outperformance was really driven by our fixed income portfolio and our alternatives portfolio. Our fixed income portfolio performed 14.1%, which is a very large number also, but that was 9.7% above its benchmark. So the benchmark was in the 4 range and we were in the 14 range, and we just had a fantastic year in our fixed income. Some of the positions we put on for the year worked out very, very well for us and just really helped us along in a fixed income portfolio. And the alternatives portfolio did 15% for the year, and it outperformed its benchmark by 8.3. Also, just everything kind of worked for us in ending June. We fully utilize all our managers, and when I say that is, we ask them for research. We get everything we possibly can out of them because we're hiring these people and we're paying them a lot of money, and we're trying to squeeze every little bit out of them that we can. That is really important to us. If we're looking at one opportunity from one manager, we'll call another manager and ask him about it. We won't give him the exact details. We'll say, what do you think about this category, and so on and so forth, and try to get everything, because they are extension of our staff, and there is 50 of them. So we have 50 different, I think, extensions of staff who get paid very well. So we try to get as much as we possibly can. So that's one of the things that we do differently than I think some of the other ones. And we have a very small team. There's 4 of us in our department who've been empowered to make decisions at a certain level, and that allows us to move quickly and execute and so forth. Our board has pushed down the individual decisions down to us, and we report back to them on those decisions. They're setting the bigger scheme of the asset allocation, and we're executing that at the staff level. And that is huge. We're able to execute much quicker and much better than other people are. And that is very important. And we also really think about risk when we create our portfolio. Those 4 categories I just described to you, it's really all thinking about the type of risk in each one of the investments. So we don't have this alternatives bucket that has everything in it. We've got rid of that and just thinking about pure risk and where it goes, and making sure we're truly diversified among those 4 different types of risk categories. And it's very important about the next 50 years, not the next 5, not the next 5 months. 50 is what we're thinking about.